Lesson 2. The Children of Isma'il alayhi salam. Part 2. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahumma akhrijna min zulumatil wahm wa akrimna bi nuril fahm. Allahumma aftah alayna abwaab rahmatik wanshur alayna khazaina ulumik برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Welcome to the continuation of Lesson 2, The Children of Isma'il, of Module 1, about pre-prophetic period of our course on the Siratun Nabi. In the previous lesson, we have learned that the leadership of mankind has been granted to Prophet Abraham or Ibrahim and his pious descendants, as indicated in Suratul Baqarah, chapter 2, verse 1 to 4. After Ishaq or Isaac, alayhi salam, almost all prophets mentioned by name in the Quran were his descendants. And we have also learned that the children of Ismail, alayhi salam, has an equal place in the Abrahamic covenant. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam had brought his eldest son Ismail with his mother Hajirah or Hajar, Hagar in Hebrew, from Canaan to a barren valley which was later known as Makkah, Bakkah, the old name. He used to visit them once a year, and when Prophet Ismail alayhi salam was old enough to help him, Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam built the house of Allah known as the Kaaba. There was no water in the land when Ismail and Hajirah were left there. The well of Zamzam miraculously appeared for Ismail, and the tribe of Juhrum, finding the well, sought the permission of Hajirah to settle there. And during the annual visit of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, permission was given to them, and ultimately Ismail married in the same tribe. He begat 12 sons. The eldest was called Kedar or Sedar in Hebrew. The Ismailites increased in number, thus fulfilling the promise of Allah to Ibrahim to multiply Ismail exceedingly. And the Ismailites by and by spread all over Hijaz, and they were not organized and consequently had no power. But about 200 years before Christ, Adnan from the children of Kedar arose to some fame. And in the 3rd century of the Common Era, there arose a leader named Fahr or Fihr in that family. He was son of Malik, son of Nadar, son of Kinana, son of Khuzaimah, son of Mudrika, son of Ilyas, son of Mudar or Mudar, son of Nadar, son of Ma'ad, son of Adnan. And some people think that this Fahr or Fihr was called Quraysh, and that is why his children came to be known as the Quraysh. In the 5th generation after Fahr, in the 5th century of the Common Era, a very powerful personality appeared on the scene. He was Qusay, son of Kilab, son of Murrah, son of Lu'i, son of Ghalib, son of Fahr. Many people say that it was not Fahr, but Qusay who was called Quraysh. When Qusay came of age, a man from the tribe of Khuza'a named Hulayl was the trustee of the Kaaba. Qusay married his daughter and according to Hulayl's will, got the trusteeship of the Kaaba after Hulayl. So Qusay established many new institutions. One, he established Darun Nadwa, or the assembly house. It was there that discussions were held to settle important matters like war and peace, caravans assembled before going out, and marriages and other ceremonies were conducted. And the Darun Nadwa continued even up to the time of the Prophet, as we will know later. Number two, he established the system of Siqaya, making arrangements to supply water to the pilgrims during the Hajj days, and Rifada to feed them during those days. It appears from At-Tabari, the Muslim historian, that this system was followed in Islam up to his time, that is 500 years after Qusay. Number three, he made arrangements for the pilgrims to stay at Mash'arul Haram at night and illuminated the valley with lamps, thus making their stay comfortable. Number four, he rebuilt the Kaaba and dug the first well at Makkah. By the way, Zamzam was filled up long ago and nobody knew of its actual location. Arab historians unanimously say that Qusay was generous, brave, and sympathetic. His ideas were pure, his thinking clean, and his manners very refined. His word was followed like a religion during his lifetime and even after his death. And people used to visit his grave at Hajjun, present-day Jannatul Ma'alla. And no wonder that he was the undisputed chief of the tribe, which owed its strength and power to his leadership. And to him converge all the responsibilities and privileges of the tribe. One, the trustee of the Kaaba, Hijaba. He was the chairman of Darun Nadwa, which he himself had established. He fed the pilgrims, that is the function of Rifada. He arranged to provide them with drinking water. Remember, it was a barren desert. The drinking water was an issue of paramount concern. That is Siqaya. Number five, he was the standard bearer of Quraysh in wartime. That is the function of Liwa. And number six, the commander of the army. That is the function of Qiyada. These were the six privileges which were looked upon with great respect and before which all of Arabia bowed down. The most powerful aspect of his life, nevertheless, is his selflessness. In all the accounts of his life, there never appears any hint that by being the undisputed leader of the tribe, he had gained anything for his own self. Qusay had 5 sons and a daughter. Abduddar was the eldest, then Mughira, known as Abdul Manaf. Qusay loved his eldest son very much, and at the time of his death, he entrusted Abduddar with all the 6 responsibilities mentioned above. But Abduddar was not a very able man, whereas Abdul Manaf was acknowledged as a wise leader even during the life of his father, and his words were dutifully obeyed by the whole tribe. So because of his nobility and benevolence, he was commonly known as generous. Thus, it came to pass that Abduddar shared all his responsibilities with his brother Abdul Manaf, and Abdul Manaf virtually became the paramount chief of the Qur'an. Abdul Manaf had 6 sons. Hashim, Muttalib, Abdul Shams, and Nawfil were the most famous among them. There was no trouble while Abduddar and Abdul Manaf were alive, the 2 brothers. After their death, however, a dispute started between their children concerning the distribution of the 6 responsibilities. And a war had almost started before it was agreed upon that Siqaya, Rifada, and Qiyada should go to the children of Abdul Manaf, and Liwa and Hijaba should remain with the children of Abduddar, while the chairmanship of Darun Nadwa should be shared by both families. So next meeting, we will deal with lesson 3 about Hashim. So for more similar lessons, subscribe to Wayfaring with Mansoor channel. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.